Start recording. It's going now.
Alright. The loaf of bread sat in the kitchen, waiting to be sliced and put in the toaster. He looked around the room, wondering what kind of person lived in this house. It was a small hovel in the middle of a swamp. The smell would be unbearable for most, but this particular loaf of bread likes the smell of onions and rotting liver.
What the fuck?
Suddenly, the door slammed open, and the loaf of bread heard a loud shout, the iconic thing that I'm not going to say because it'll actually murder my voice. The loaf of bread was curious. Who could have such a beautiful voice? Was this the owner of the home? Could he eat up the loaf of bread? Would he slice him up and put him in the burning toaster? The loaf of bread was excited to see what this mysterious creature would do to him. All of a sudden, the creature walked into the room and the loaf of bread finally saw the face of an ogre. The loaf of bread knew it. This was the most beautiful creature it had ever seen.
Oh god.
The loaf of bread blushed, self-conscious about his one true love seeing it in his home, not knowing how he got there.
I think I can see where this is going.
Good. Hold up. Okay, I'm good.
I'm finished my fries. I'm moving on to my wings now.
Hot. Okay.
Yeah, they are.
Oh wait, did I? Okay. Of course he knew that Shrek wouldn't care how it looked. He knew they were soulmates. It was love at first sight. The loaf of bread couldn't help but imagine their wedding day, with all of its friends weeping, seeing the loaf of bread get married to its one true love. Stop it, the bread thought to itself. You just met him. You can't picture your wedding on the date. Fuck.
Learn to read.
But the bread couldn't help it, seeing Shrek in his fabulous wedding gown. All of his friends, the croissants, the donuts, maybe even his brother Rye Bread might show up. Side note, Rye Bread is fucking disgusting.
Bro, no. I had rye bread yesterday for lunch at school. Like, just a slice of rye bread.
Ugh. Anyways. And of course, you can't forget Shrek's family too. Donkey, Puss in Boots, and his slutty ex-wife Fiona. It would be perfect. Shrek would become the loaf of bread husband, and they would live happily ever after in the small hovel in the swamp. Okay. Hold on, let it load the next chapter.
Are you done? Oh, fuck.
No, there's like literally fucking 3 more, I think.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Oh. Shrek's point of view. Shrek was pissed off. He had spent all day trying to get Lord Farquaad to leave him alone. Lord Farquaad kept coming into his house to try and convince him to be best friends. Shrek didn't need a best friend. He was fine as an... didn't need anyone. That's why he kept telling himself. After being bullied back in high school, he didn't think anyone would ever want to be with him, much less be friends with him. When he met Fiona, he thought that something changed. He could finally trust someone who loved him for who he is. Someone who loved him no matter what, or at least that's what he thought. He would never forget the day he found Fiona cheating on him. The day he walked in the door and saw her on the bed making out with the one and only Donkey. Donkey looked at Shrek. Shrek straight in the eyes. He could see the anger building up inside of him. Get out! I'm not gonna say it because again it's gonna push me in my voice, and that's last. Donkey quickly skedaddled out of there, and Shrek finally made eye contact with his one lover. He looked at him with worried eyes, feared that Shrek would never forgive her. Shrek, she said quietly, almost a whisper. He looked at her in the eyes, stirring to stay strong as he held back tears. You heard me, Fiona. Get out of my swamp. She slowly made her way to the door and looked back at him a final time before leaving. Shrek sat down in a chair and finally let the tears roll down his face. Ogre moment. He would never forget how he felt in that moment. And he sure as hell would never forgive her for what she did. Now that he was living on his own, with no ring on his left hand, he was lonely. Sometimes he wished he had forgiven her. Granted, she was a hoe, but they were happy together.
Wow.
They could have a tiny ogre children playing in the swamp together, and someday they could have children making Shrek a grandfather. Trying to get out of his slutty ex... Wait, what? Oh. Trying to get the thought out of... Fuck. You know what? Whatever. Trying to get the thought of his slutty ex-wife out of his mind, he went to the kitchen to make some food. Little did he know his life was about to change for the better. When he stopped into the kitchen, he finally saw it, the inanimate object that would change his life. Shrek ran over to the loaf of bread he didn't remember putting there. Did the bread break into his house? Was this a blessing from God? Whatever it was, Shrek was moved by the loaf of bread. He could tell that they were soulmates.
Okay, listen, I just have to interrupt you for a second, because this background music fits so goddamn well. I just had to point that out.
Okay. The bread was blushing as much as a loaf of bread could. It waited for Shrek to reach the kitchen. That's when he could
Yes,
finally
Ghost,
be with
you
his
are
lover.
God.
When Shrek reached the kitchen, he looked at the loaf of bread straight in the eyes. He opened the cup. Oh, by the way, this is a very graphic content.
Oh,
When
I'm
Shrek
recording with
reached the kitchen, he
OBS,
looked at the
so
loaf of
like,
bread straight in the eyes. He opened the cupboard and pulled out a toaster. Shrek slammed the toaster on the counter and forcefully plugged it into the socket on the wall. Shrek picked up a knife and slowly brought it down to the loaf of bread. Slowly pushed the knife down onto the loaf of bread. The loaf of bread could not have made a noise, but it could not talk, as it is a loaf of bread. Shrek picked up the slice of bread that he cut off and put it into the toaster. When he dropped the bread in the toaster, he could already feel the heat engulf it. The bread was in agony. It spent 2 whole minutes in that
No.
toaster. It felt like ages. But suddenly the toaster popped up. It sent him flying out of the toaster. The bread looked down at its body, which was now crispy and a dark brown color. The bread was now happy and hoped Shrek liked it too. On to the
the
final
bread
chapter.
changed race.
The racist bread, Ayo. Shrek and the loaf of bread had now been together for several years. By the way, major time skip. They were now standing at the altar in their wedding. The loaf of bread stared in awe as it saw its soon-to-be husband walking down the aisle. Shrek was wearing a beautiful gown. The bread would have teared up at the sight if it had tear ducts, as it is a loaf of bread. When Shrek got to the end of the aisle, it looked at its lover with tears in his eyes and said, "I love you." The loaf of bread was overwhelmed with emotion. You could tell that his friends and family, and even the whore Fiona, supported their relationship. All of their friends knew they were in love. Do you, Shrek, take this bread to be your lawfully wedded spouse? I do. Do you, nameless loaf of bread, take Shrek to be your lawfully wedded husband? The loaf of bread did not respond, as it is a loaf of bread. I now pronounce you husband and bread. Thank you.
Husband and bread.
Did y'all enjoy it?
Yo. Ness. Moving on. What are you guys doing now?
I need like a drink. I just butchered my fucking.
I'm eating celery.
I'm sitting in my room with all the lights on.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you guys a story. There's no light in my ceiling, and that's because one morning my sister came down at like 5 in the morning and tried to wake me up, and I got mad, just a little mad. So I leaned over my bed, I ripped the light out of my ceiling, and I yeeted it at her.
Really lighting up her world. I almost said brightening up.
And now,
mentally like.
so
I
I
don't
needed
want
light
to-
in my room later that night, so I just stole one of her desk lamps, and that's what I use to light up my room now.
Let me tell you, back in my day, we didn't have any of this lamp bullshit. You hit them with the crowbar, and that's the only light that they saw.
That's the Gordon Freeman way.
Actually, it's the Jason Todd way. He saw the light of heaven, if anything. Fuck are they talking about in chat?
I have no clue. He's trying to get them to join VC, and they're not joining because they're retarded.
Oh my god, that reminds me of ever have those stupid ass Jehovah's Witnesses come to your door, and they'll spend half the time you have to play dead to fucking pretend, well, to not pretend, but to give them the right idea that you're not home.
Oh my
god. There was this one time.
I know what you mean. There's this one time, these two old ladies walked up to my door, and I made the mistake of answering, and
oh my god.
And they were like, "Hi, are your parents home?" And I was like, "No, why?" And they said, "Oh, we're here to spread the good news of the Lord," or something like that.
I hate when they open that line. See, now there was this one time where I did the same shit. I made the mistake of answering the door, and so I opened the door, and it's this younger girl and this older lady. And they're like, "Oh, hi, we came to talk to you about the word of God, spread his light, blah, blah, blah." And keep in mind, I was home alone, and I kind of, forgot. And so they were like, "Oh," because again, I'm just a very forgetful person in general. And I thought that my mom was upstairs, and then I remembered as I opened the door, wait, yeah, so it was out there. So I was at home alone, and they were like, "Oh, can we come in and sit down and talk for a minute?" So out of I racked my mind for like a certain way out, and the only thing in that moment came to me was faint. And so I basically played dead. I pretend faint in front of them. And I think that spooked them because they ran away. I think they thought that they were like in trouble. And what's worse is that the neighbor called the cops because they thought that the Jehovah Witnesses did something to me.
Oh no.
And so the cops rolled up literally 5 minutes later because the police station is like literally again only 5 minutes away from my house because it's local. I live in a village. And they rolled up, knocked on the door. Hi, we have a few questions for you, ma'am. Are your parents home? No. We got him. Hello. Can you call them? No. I was fucking terrified. Because in that moment, the only thing that came to my mind was faint, play dead, or start dropping slurs. And since I am a good Christian atheist child, I fainted.
A good Christian atheist.
I could have called them slurs, but I sunk deeply into my heart, and I was like, I'm already gay, so that's gonna like put a damper on my way to heaven. But not the Chick-fil-A gates. They're both as equally homophobic, so I don't really see the point there. Because like great grandmama always said, if you can't get into heaven because you're gay, go to Chick-fil-A. They're both as homophobic, but at least you'll get good chicken out of one.
Yeah.
And so, like I said, it's like, I always hate when those fucks come and knock at your door. Especially if you're, like, home alone or doing something. Because then you don't want to answer the door, but they'll stay there for, like, 15 minutes straight.
And it's like, how do they have that much time? How?
Exactly. Like, deadass, because you'll look in your window, and they'll be there, and then, like, they'll check back 15 minutes later, and they're still there. And you don't know if, like, they fucking circled around or some shit. All you know is that they did not leave, and that is not okay.
I remember when, in like summer 2015, I was, let's do some math. I was 7 years old, and I wanted to make some money, right? And,
Oh, no.
my grandma used to have a garden in the backyard. So one day, we went and picked some stuff, and I just decided I was gonna take a wagon and just sell vegetables to my neighbors. Except the prices were literally absurd. I remember it was like $1 for a single tomato. And I made about 2 sales total.
Hey, you gotta make bank somewhere. They are not.
But yeah, I came back home with 2 less tomatoes, even though we had like 80 something.
It's so funny that you say that because you tried to like be the business entrepreneur. See, I just stole from my neighbors. Like whenever we'd host a party or a get together or some shit, I'd high key steal from my neighbors, and they wouldn't realize until like days after, and then I'd get in trouble. But I always was like an impulsive stealer, and it got so bad to the point where you know the saying like, "Oh, it's as easy as taking candy from a baby."
Yeah.
Right? It is not easy to take candy from a baby. I do not know where the fuck they got that from. Because it's like a fucking alarm.
They go off like a goddamn air raid siren.
No, yeah, exactly. You don't know if you're about to be nuked or not, or if the thing is just fucking crying, because it's so loud.
Right. And also, I don't know why, but I just remembered this story, and since I'm recording, I want to tell it because I was intending to tell it like literally a year ago, but I forgot. So, starts with this piece of shit kind of friend I had. He would always get me to do dumb stuff. I'm not gonna say his real name. But he would like, he got me to steal a couple times, and like, you know, dude would always get me to do stuff for him that he didn't want to do. And one time he convinced me. Well, no, actually, I decided to take the BB guns out, and we were just shooting at bottles, right? It was about 7 o'clock, but it was in the winter, so it was already dark out. Eventually, we get bored of shooting the bottles, right? So, this man convinces me that it would be a good idea to shoot the neighbor's fence.
Oh.
I don't I don't live in a particularly, you know, rural area. I live on the outskirts of a big city.
Mhm.
And eventually, this dude takes the BB gun, and then he says, because there was this guy sitting out on the porch, and he says, "Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna shoot this cigarette out of his mouth." And I was just sitting there. I didn't think he was actually gonna try to do that, and then he shoots at him, and then the guy says, "Hey!" and then I guess he didn't see us because he just started standing there again. He must have thought he was seeing things. Must have been high out of his fucking mind. But eventually, I gave him the BB gun because I thought he was gonna stop with that shit. And then he started shooting up in the air. And I was like, no, stop that. Are you dumb? Give me the BB gun, dude. Give me the BB gun. And then he wouldn't let me have it. And this kid's a lot stronger than me. So, I didn't really have a choice. I just sort of let him do it. Well, I sat there and watched him. Yeah, eventually the guy yelled again. And then he started walking up to us. So we ran. And it was, at first I didn't think it was that bad. But then I realized, I was like, oh shit, it's like, what if they're retarded and they think they were being shot at by real guns? What if they're that stupid? And I ran, and I hid on the front porch of a house on my block. And I just sort of sat there, and I guess they knew, well, of course they would have known it was a BB gun, but they came looking for us. And I just heard them going by while I was laying there on the front porch. Because the front porch had, it had an opaque rail. You know what I mean? Opaque railing. And I heard him pass by one time, and then eventually I decided I was gonna make a run for it and just book it as far away as I could. There's a stream that runs behind my neighborhood called Stimmers Run. And I jumped off the porch. It was actually a pretty high drop. Like, it sounds like I'm playing it up. I definitely am. It was only like 5 feet max. But I jumped off that, and I ran all the way down to the stream in like 2 minutes, maybe. I was running very quickly. And then eventually, because these guys were after me, so I decided, you know what, I was gonna go to my neighbors and ask for help. So I asked for help, and they called the police, and the police picked me up, and they were like, yeah, well, we got reports of a shooting at, I'm not gonna say the actual address, but then I was like, oh shit, you know what, that might have been me. They were like, yeah. I basically accidentally turned myself in. And then we roll up to my block, and the police were all over the block. Like, literally all over the block. Just because my dumbass friend was shooting BB guns up in the sky and shit. And Jesus. When I say they were all over the block, I mean they were all over the block. Eventually I get back, and it turns out every single time this guy shot up in the air with a BB gun, every single time he did it, it hit a car window. Every single time. And yeah, my grandparents had to pay for it, so like, And also, it turns out he wasn't just shooting at the gate, because he shot up 2 windows without telling me as well. And those had to get replaced too. Anyways, that was a whole lot of trouble. And the kid, I was honest. I said I shot a couple times, but I wasn't really aiming at anything. And then I told them that he was doing the rest of the shooting. And then he lied to them and said that I did everything. So
it's always when you were talking about like that one dude who was probably getting high, that reminded me of an old story, if you'll let me say.
Go ahead, my story's over.
Back in like the 7th grade, I think, I was doing a play. My school was doing a play showing, yada yada. And my friend was like, hey, yo, Mika, she came to me and she was like, yo, you should totally join this play with me. It'll be totally fun, yada yada. And I was like, okay. Because, I basically had a crush on her and I'm a wretched simp, so who am I to deny it, really? And so, there was our principal and kind of this one teacher. Well, it was mainly our principal. He always looked high, and everyone thought that he was a pedo. It was like just an unspoken thing. Like my other friend, and we'll just call her, I don't know, R. R swears to me to this day that like she saw him looking at a sixth grader's ass. Like it was bad because my school would go 6th, 7th, 8th, and then you jump to the high school. That was my middle school. And so, like I said, I was in 7th grade, and our principal was participating in a little portion of the play. And so he'd sometimes drop by and shit. And so my other friend, A, she kind of taps me on the shoulder and she's like, Mika, how much do you want to bet that, like, he's going to go back and smoke a doobie in his office? I think we should follow him. And I was like, yeah, that is pretty cool, but, like, we could get into, like, some big-ass trouble if we do that. She was like, no, it's fine, because keep in mind, this is all, like, after school. And the rehearsals would go until, like, 7. It was insane. And so, we go and trail after him. And lo and behold, there was weed in his office. And like I said, in my state, it's still very illegal to smoke weed unless it's used for medicinal purposes. And we didn't really know. But it doesn't really seem that, professional to do it, in school. And so I turned to A and I'm like, whoa, this is like really bad. We should really go back. And then she looks at me. She's like, are you kidding me? Like, let me snap a photo for evidence. I'm like, we are not on Crime Busters, dog. We are 2 kids. We should be going back to the theater. It's like, no, it's fine. And so, A and she snaps a photo, except she accidentally had, the sound on? The fucking Fluttershy. He hears it, whips his head around, and it was like the scariest sight ever, because he was still in his costume, which was like this pink bunny thing. So his head was off. Dude, it was something out of a horror movie. Because it took us like 5 whole seconds to realize the situation. He just sat there and stared at us, and then we started booking it down the hallway. Dude, when I tell you, I was about to have a panic attack, because then we heard him falling after and like hollering after us. So we spent 15 minutes trying to lose him, and we did actually end up losing him, but except we basically, like left the school. And so I turned to A and I was like, this is why we don't stick our nose in business that we shouldn't stick our nose in. And she's like, oh, it's fine. We can just go back. I'm like, you're not seriously thinking of going back. She was like, yeah, but we need to get our backpacks right. And I was like, God damn it. And so, keep in mind, he's still looking for us. I go, yeah, but all the doors are locked. And she was like, okay, let's just go through the window. I'm like, what? Keep in mind, again, we were in the whole situation because A did it. She's like, it's fine, we'll just go through the window. And I went, the only window that is near us is literally another story up. And she goes, okay, we'll just climb the building. And I'm like, I'm looking at her like, you say this so easily. And so we did end up climbing the building and going in through a window that we had to tear the screen out of. And so...
You have so many stories.
No, yeah, because I get in a lot of things with a lot of bad people. And so, A and I finally make it back to the auditorium, everything's fine, everything's smooth sailing. And then the end of rehearsal comes, and, he comes back in towards the very end, and he's like, can I speak to Mika and A? And we're like, shit. So he comes out, hands us 2 50s each, and goes, you never saw anything, and delete that off your phone.
Should have saved a
That's how I
copy
got
of
paid
it
off by my
somewhere else.
principal to, like, yeah.
Cause didn't you say he was a pedo?
Yeah, he did look, I mean, it wasn't, okay, it didn't really seem, we had no evidence that he was a pedo, but he, like, radiated off that energy, you know? There are just some people that you can tell have, like, shit up with them.
Uh-huh.
But anyways, and then, I don't want to talk your ear off too much, but there was another story of, because I've climbed a lot of fences and a lot of buildings in my time on this world.
I've always wanted to do that,
Yes.
but like I don't. Nobody gives me the chance.
Yeah, and
There's
there
a
was
cell tower on my block that I've always wanted to climb. Like for the longest time,
Mhm.
I've wanted to climb this cell tower.
Oh my god, there was this. Okay, so me and my friend, again, and it was a different one. We're still gonna use it. This is a different person, but I'm still gonna use the A nickname.
Mhm.
And so me and A, or I'll just say AD, me and AD, we were good friends, known each other since we were little.
Mhm.
And one time we were out past dark, and he looks at me and he was like, "Yo, there to put it simply, there's this one dude in my village that's kind of a nutcase, and
Mhm.
everyone thinks that he's probably like a sex offender, if not a mass murderer. Like he just has something really off about him. He just radiates that energy." And so she was like, "Ayo, fuck." He was like, "Ayo, we should totally like fucking look into his window, see if he has." Because we all made a joke that he keeps kids in his basement. And he had, like, how some basements have that little window seeing out?
Yeah, like the
He
little
was
one
like,
that's
"Why
barely
don't
above
we-"
ground.
Yeah, the one that's barely above ground. And he had one towards the side of his house. And he looks at me and he was like, "Yo, it's dark out. We're both wearing dark clothes. It'll be fine. Why don't we just go and, like, maybe give it a little peek?" And I went, "You can't be serious." And he went, "I'm dead serious. Now come on." And so we go over to his house and we're peeking in through the window. And it was a relatively normal basement. We were like, "Oh, haha, no kids." And then we hear him open the door. And so what we didn't realize is that he's really big on lawn care. For some reason, that's like his pet peeve. And so he always checks around his house for his lawn to make sure everything's intact, to make sure no deer is over there, because he's just crazy man Earl, we'll call him. And so AD and I are kind of, scared, to put it simply. So he's like, "Listen, we'll just loop around. It's fine." Except he had a guest with him.
Oh.
And we heard him say, "You take one side, I'll take the other. We'll just circle back. That's it. Just a nice, simple." And so Adam and I are panicking. I just said Adam. 80 and I are panicking.
Well, you said it.
Yeah, I did. Anyway, so 80 and I are panicking. And so we, and you know how the basements sometimes have, like, those fucking, also those, like, doors that you can open up and then walk into?
Yeah.
He had one of those. So he was like, "Listen, we can just come out once he's done. We're not going to be able to make it out. Just go inside there." And I went, "What?" He's like, "You fucking heard me." And so I was like, "Okay." So we go through that because it was unlocked. Close it, and we're hiding down in the basement. And everything clears up. And you think that everything's okay. But it's not. Because it's like something out of a fucking, like, I don't know, but it fit too perfectly. Because then all of a sudden we hear, once they go back inside and we're about ready to get out, we hear him knocking down the stairs.
You know what I'm just imagining? I'm imagining I'm gonna post this on YouTube, and then there's gonna be people watching it just to pretend that they have friends.
But like I said, so he comes walking down the stairs, right? And so we hide, and everything's said and done. And we go to open the thing again, and it's locked. Typical. And so,
Well,
to put it simply, we had to wait in this dude's basement for 3 hours before exiting through his front door.
okay.
And a couple weeks later, we heard that, oh, he had a heart attack in his basement and died.
Well,
And we were like, "Oh, well, that's pretty cool."
that's pretty cool.
And so now I have that, and so now, moral of the story, I have, like, heavy fucking anxiety after that. And it's like, oh, totally this dude's basement that I, like, just broke into, he just died in there. And we were like, okay. And so that's the story of, like, how I'm probably haunted.
I like how Ghost hasn't said a word And he's been in here for like an hour.
Because Ghost is a vibe, okay? We all cherish Ghost.
I don't know how long. I've been recording for 30 minutes now. Jesus Christ. Let's keep going.
Let's keep going.
Yeah, needs at least 4 hours. You know what I mean?
Needs at least.
At least 4. And then it's gonna be so boring by the end. Oh, you know what? Did you see my video of
Or you can just eat the
Seth?
spoon, you know.
Wait. Oh fuck! You don't know who Seth is. It does. I'm gonna put a video in main chat. Okay, watch it and tell me what you think.
All right.
Hey Seth, what'd you get for lunch?
I got applesauce.
I don't like applesauce.
I got my spoon for the applesauce.
Or you can just eat the spoon, you know. That works too.
I got
Man, Seth just trying to show off his lunch.
ham cheese sandwich.
God.
I got some oranges.
Nice orange
You don't
peels.
really know a person until you go through their fucking camera roll, that's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Apple pie.
Because when I went through my friend's camera roll, there were several recipes for mustard gas and gunpowder.
It's the
That sounds standard to me.
Yeah, for the most part.
It's
I just keep pointing my camera roll, so I was like,
here's the thing is, there's this one friend I have named Nick, and he is just like a jack of all trades, I swear. He can play the piano, he can make bombs, he can make weapons, he can play video games, he can tell a lie, good lies. He knows everything, I swear.
God. I feel like there's always that one friend, too, that you have that literally knows everything. But, like, they get really sus about it.
Mhm.
If that makes sense. Because
Yeah.
for the longest time that I knew Felix, you know who Felix is, right?
Nope.
The bitchy bitch in the chat. Well, he isn't in there now. But he's the dude with the nickname Bitchy Bitch. His name LSD. For the longest time that I've known Felix, he has always, like, against Felix plays volleyball. He's like 6'1", very nice to look at. But for the longest time that I've known Felix, he's been really like proactive in computer science and technology. And I never realized that until he sent me. It was on Halloween, and he sent me a link to a completely coded, coded thing that he did completely of a horror game that he made, which took him like 2 years. Okay?
Damn.
Keep in mind, it's like this little thing, but I swear to you, it was cursed or something. Like, I hate when your friends do that to you, man, where they purposely put something out there, because I swear to you, I feel cursed. Okay? You never really it was so, oh. Because, like I said, receiving that link on Halloween, because he texted me from his fucking brother's phone, so it was an unknown number. And I was just sitting there, looking at the link, and it was kind of one of those moments where you were like, am I actually going to press this? Like, am I going to give into that horror movie stereotype, or are we just going to leave this alone? And, of course, I did, because I totally wanted to be the main character, but like I said, anyways. Dude. I was still seeing it in my nightmares. I got rid of the link, it's no more. I asked him to get rid of it, it's no more. But for the one time that I received it, that was genuine. Like, the first round of genuine fear that I've ever felt. I don't know how we got onto it, but like I said, so I'm scarred.
Mm-hmm.
It reminds me of, like, ever hear of that one game where, it was this arcade game, and at the end of it, it showed, like, a dead body for the game over screen, and no one knew if it was real or not, and then the police did, like, an investigation, and it, like, ended out being real.
I've never heard of that.
Oh. Well, there was, like, it was this whole, I can't remember it exactly, but it was, like, this Russian game, and literally, there was a dead body at the game over screen that was kind of, like, pixelated, and no one knew if it was real or not, and then the police did some research, and they never, like, found who No, I think they talked to the developers, and the developers were like, "We never put that in." I don't know. I'm just big
Damn,
on urban legends.
that's
and shit.
some cursed stuff.
No, yeah, I always push like I 100% believe in curses and programs and possessions that can get cursed.
I don't,
so
but like that reminded me of a story.
Oh yeah.
Okay, it's like I don't believe in that stuff, but there's literally I cannot think of a way to explain this. I haven't been able to think of a way to explain this without that, and it's been like 4-5 years now. I had to live at my cousin's and aunts and uncle's house for a little bit.
Mhm.
It was about a 6-month period, I'd say. And I brought my Xbox 360 with me. And
Always
I
bring
and this was back when my main console was an Xbox 360. I was like, I got it really late. I remember I asked for an Xbox One for my 7th birthday, and my grandma got me a 360. Anyways, that's besides. So they had me live in the basement, and like this basement was creepy. It was finished, but only partially. And you would hear like the heating system for the house always made this really weird noise because it was, I don't know, there was fire moving through it and stuff. But whenever I was laying in bed, I swear to God, like it was like I could hear screaming coming out of it. It was creepy. It was also infested with have you ever heard of a common household centipede?
Yes, I love centipedes though.
I fucking hate centipedes so much. But their basement was infested with them. Like, every night I'd be laying in bed and I would just count the centipedes on the wall. There was usually like 4 or 5. They were common house centipedes though, which aren't that bad compared to other ones. But I remember one day I was sitting down in the basement playing Minecraft, right? And I wasn't alone, because I'm really good friends with my cousin. One of my cousins, but I had my other cousin down there, which was my cousin that I'm close with, sister. I'm gonna call her Kayla. And the cousin that I'm close with, Jimmy. So, I was sitting there playing Minecraft. You know, Kayla was watching me. I was playing 1.8 Minecraft, because that's what the Xbox 360... I think that's what the Xbox 360 launched with. I think I was playing 1.8 Minecraft. Anyways, I was playing on this super flat world I made, and I was checking on this world I had made a long time ago, which was like, it was this world where I was building a fallout shelter underground in the world. And so I was just sitting there playing it, right? And then all of a sudden I hear this loud banging noise, and then me and Kayla stop, and like we're asking each other, like, did you hear that? That must have been from upstairs. So I keep playing. Kayla's sitting there watching me still, and then all of a sudden I just had this urge to look over, and then I looked over, and then I just saw something fly off my dresser, like with so much force, off to the right, and it hit the wall, and it hit the wall opposite to it, and it was just sitting there on the ground. And it was a toy. I don't remember what exactly it was, but it had some button on it that activated it. And when it hit the wall, I guess it activated it because it was doing its thing. But me and Kayla ran upstairs so quick, and everybody that was up there didn't believe us, because, like, why would they? But I'm telling you, I saw it. I saw the thing fly off the dresser at like 90 bajillion miles an hour and hit the wall. And then I don't know if this is some false memory I have, but I remember later after that, I brought my tablet to my uncle's house. I think this could just be a false memory, because this is like too just bizarre to me to not be, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was at my uncle's house, right? And I was playing on my tablet. The battery was at 68%, and I was playing this game that was based on Iron Man 3, where you had to fly around and stuff. Anyways, I got bored of that. I started playing Minecraft. My uncle was playing, I don't know, something. I don't remember if this was when he had a PS3 or a PS4. It could have been either one. I'm just going to assume it was PS4, though, because this was in 2015. there's this other world I had on the 360 where I made some really creepy text on the ground in Netherrack and set it on fire. And so I decided to check in on that world because it had been a while to do it, and I wanted to, see it again because I didn't remember what I had wrote there.
Mhm.
And all of a sudden, I flipped the thing down, and my battery had gone from 64%, I think it was, to 50 something in a really short amount of time. And I kept playing on the world anyway. I figured, oh yeah, it's probably just some glitch. It'll show the right value again. So I'm playing on this world, right? And then all of a sudden, my screen goes black for like 5 seconds straight, and I'm like, oh, okay. I guess it died. I guess something's wrong with the battery or something. And then it comes back on, and you know the bedrock fog from really old versions of Minecraft?
Yes.
It was like that, but on the regular grass level. And I decided to fly up to look at the messages that I made in the Netherrack, and they were not the things that I had put there. Like, they were way more messed up. And I really think that it's a false memory, because I can't remember what they said. I just remember that it was insanely messed up. Like, more messed up than anything my 7-year-old brain could have put together.
Yeah, I mean, I can kind of understand the false memories because I like for a couple months ago.
And then
Oh, yep.
And then my tablet actually died. I remember I flipped the thing down, and it had gone from back up to 64% to 0%, and it said 0%, because you know how the old versions of Android, they would say 0% before they died?
Yeah.
Yeah, so then it died, and then I tried turning it back on, and it turned back on just fine, and it said the battery was at 64% again.
Cool.
And at that point, I
Yeah.
was like, I was weirded out. I decided to go back to my place because my uncle was living on the same block at the time. He was living in one of the houses on the block. So I just went back home, and it was like 9 p.m. and I was so freaked out walking back home in the dark, even though it was like a 50-foot walk.
You know, I can understand the false memory shit because a couple months ago, I was having like these really hardcore nightmares that like related to personal issues, you know? Like there was this one nightmare where I had to help some like people that I didn't like, and we were all kind of like trapped in like this kind of mansion, and I was supposed to protect this one girl, but something got in and like killed me, but I like was still alive, and I was watching, I don't know, just like personal issues that kind of hurt a little bit because I always felt it's like it's the trauma, whatever. But I was having nightmares, and then they stopped, and then I'd have these hyper realistic dreams where they'd be dreams of me doing normal things like making a sandwich or talking to friends, and then I'd wake up. And I couldn't tell the difference as if I actually did it or if it was a dream. You know? And that shit really freaked the fuck out because it's like you wake up and you have no. Because I even asked my mom, I was like, did I make a sandwich last night? She was like, no. I was like, but you watched me make a sandwich. She's like, I didn't watch you do anything. You didn't even eat a sandwich at all last night. And it was shit like that that really made me like it's like, you ever have those? No, yes, maybe.
Those what?
You ever have dreams
Oh,
like that?
a couple times, yeah. I just figured they weren't that significant, so I just remember that I had them. I don't actually remember what they were. You know what I mean?
But anyways, so that triggered some like, because I already have high functioning anxiety, and shit like that just triggers it even more. Because I'm like, what if the one day I do something that I regret and I think it's a dream, but it's not a dream?
And that thing about the thing flying off the dresser, I know for a fact that that wasn't a fake memory, because I asked my cousin, I asked Kayla about it every once in a while, and she's like, yeah, I remember that. But I do not know about the playing Minecraft on the tablet thing, but it was just believable enough that it's like I consider that it might have actually happened.
Yeah, like I'm a heavy believer in like aliens, ghost stories, curses and shit.
I'm not really, honestly.
I mean, I only really think that I'm a heavy believer because when I was really little, I swear to you, I saw like my grandpa standing. And keep in mind, I had never met my grandpa. He died before I met him. All three of them died before I met them. But I swear to you that to this day, I'm I don't know if it's just well, it's a memory that has stuck with me for years and years. When I was super little, I can swear to you that I saw my grandfather standing in the corner of my room.
Oh my god.
Because it was,
Jesus.
and I even told my parents afterwards. I was like, last night I swear to you that for a split second I saw this really tall man in a suit, and lo and behold, my grandpa was like 6'3" or some shit,
Jesus.
and oh shit, hold up.
Mhm.
But anyways, so like I said, and I went to describe the figure in my room that I saw. Like, he had a suit, he was kind of balding, he had glasses, he was very tall, and my mom looked at me and she was like, "You just described your grandpa." And keep in mind, I hadn't seen any photos of him before, right? And again, she was like, "You just that sounds exactly like your grandpa." And I was like, "What?" She was, and then there was another time recently when I accidentally had this phrase slip out, and I don't even say phrases like this, so I don't know why I said it. But I was like, "I bet you dollars to donuts," and then my mom stopped me and she was like, "Your great grandma used to say that." And I don't even know why I said it. I just kind of blurted it out.
It's
I had no idea that she even said that before. And she was like, "Your great grandma used to say that." And I was like, "Really?"
damn.
And my mom said, "That's really weird. I'm gonna have to ask Jared's grandma." And yeah. So that's probably why I believe in ghosts and shit. Again, because I've had a few run-ins with, yeah, out of the corner of my eye, I swear to you, I see shit running by. And I don't know if it's because I'm blind or I'm just tripping or because I have a lack of sleep, but I swear to you to this day that my grandpa was standing in the corner of my room and he is very well dead.
Mhm.
My cousins said the exact same shit. They described him to a point. My two cousins swear that they saw my grandpa, the same dude, standing at the edge of their bed and was able to describe them perfectly too.
That reminds me of this. I don't know why it reminds me of this, but it reminds me of this sleep paralysis thing I had one time, where it was some. I don't. It was a while ago. It was a little bit after I had surgery on my eye, so I was like 7. Wait, no, no. I'm thinking of what I was thinking when it was happening. I was like 9 when I had it, but it was like in the dream. I was back in time because I remember. So I was asleep, right? And then I wake up. I quote, wake up. And my room was darker than normal. My clock said 6 o'clock, but it was during the summer, so it was too dark to be 6 o'clock. It was like barely the sky was only just starting to light up. Like that time in the morning, you know what I mean, right?
Yeah.
So this witch starts asking me questions, and I don't remember what it was because it was a while ago, but like I was very uncomfortable, but I couldn't move because it was sleep paralysis, so there wasn't really anything I can do. It was like I was responding, but I wasn't you know what I mean? I was
Yeah.
responding, but I wasn't actually saying anything. And so eventually she asked me my age, and I said 7, even though I was 9, because like I said, I don't know. It was like I was just suddenly back in time or something. It was weird.
Yeah.
And then after a little while, I wake up. I just totally skipped the rest of my dreams. I woke up at like 9 o'clock.
Yep.
And then I told my grandma about it, and she was like, "Hey, you know what? That's really weird because last night I came down to check on you to make sure you were asleep, and you smiled at me, and I thought you were awake, so I started asking you questions. And that was when I realized that somehow I was hearing her in my dreams as a witch, which is like,
That's really fucking trippy. That's really trippy.
yeah. Anyways, that reminds
That's
me, I want to
really
tell you about my
trippy.
grandma. My grandma is really cool. I don't know why I imagined her as a witch, but she's really cool. And also, on a lighter note, I was at school the other day and I got bored, so I decided I was going to quote go to war with the ground. So, I just punched the ground until I had bloody knuckles.
Jesus. That doesn't really sound like you going on a lighter note.
I don't know why. I just thought it would be funny, so I did it. And yeah, I have bloody knuckles now. I have little marks on my knuckles. They're healing though. And also, I'm gonna tell you about the middle school drama. So,
Oh, it's always
Chase
the middle school drama.
Chase the other day stole Nick's rubber bands. So Nick no longer has a monopoly on rubber band sales. So that means the position is open because Chase probably isn't selling.
God.
Yeah. And
Fucking
like
the middle school capitalists.
and there's a couple there's some different sales of things, but like Nick is like the number one guy to go to buy anything. This is the same Nick that knows everything, by the way. It's the same Nick. Anyways, I'm gonna tell you about Chase. Chase is a fucking asshole. Chase is a snitch, and he has the attention span of a fucking ant. So I know I can say this without, because I'm planning to upload this onto YouTube, but I know he's not gonna make it this far into the video because his attention span's so fucking small.
Oh my
And
god,
it's
I
like
know a case like that too.
I I got in trouble the other day because I forgot to put my mask on when I was walking up to the front of the room, and then Chase says, "Vince, oh fuck, I don't want to say my real name. Vanilla doesn't have his mask on," and then I said, "Oh god damn it, Chase," and I got in trouble for saying that.
No, yeah, because I swear to God, you'll be getting in trouble for like the fucking kitty swears. Like, it's not like I'm dropping racial slurs, Margaret. Come on.
Right.
I'm a high schooler. Come on. It's like, god damn.
I'm trying to think of
It's
what else happening during school. Oh yeah, we have restricted use of the bathroom because
yeah, because of COVID.
no, because one of the kids went in there and they took the soap out of the soap dispenser and squirted it all over the place. And then my class got blamed for it, selectively my class, even though I wasn't even one of the kids in my class. But yeah,
Well,
my class got in trouble for it, and now we have very, very restricted use of the bathroom.
what? That's so gay. What? See, my bathrooms are just restricted because of COVID. So it's like, oh, one person at a time, even though no one listens to that.
For me, it's two
And
people
does
at
your
a time.
school also have like that stupid ass one-way hallway shit?
Um, no, the hallway is split in half, but nobody actually follows that. They just walk wherever the fuck they want, and the teachers don't seem to care.
Damn. See, with my school, it's like you have to go one way only in the hallways. I'm like, if anything is not, I don't know. It's so retarded. It's like not many people are even going back to school, anyways. A lot of people are
Um,
still remote. Come on.
And you know what else? My school has this policy for the bathrooms right now where there's only two people allowed in at a time. And like, if anything, that's just encouraging people to do stuff because like two people in at a time, you could have drug deals going on and stuff and nobody would know.
God, my
Except
town
that
has
it's
like
like
a
my school.
small.
My school is relatively very tame because it's a Catholic school. It's a private school.
You go to a private school.
Yeah.
You are. Oh my god. See, you're not living that public school
Oh, I
life.
used to
Okay, that's
in
why
preschool though.
in preschool, that's is
Yeah,
your teacher fucking principal getting high in the office? Yup. That's the public school experience.
Oh God, let me tell you, the teachers at my old school were racist, sexist, homophobic. They were everything, I swear.
That's like my
And
fifth grade teacher.
it was a mostly I was on the minority because it was a mostly black school and I was white and the teachers and everything were racist.
No,
Yeah.
with my school, it's like heavily mixed Latino and Hispanic. Again, I'm a Puerto Rican, like I'm mixed Puerto Rican, except I'm as pale as a paper sheet. So
Right, I was gonna tell you about the time I got into a fight in preschool with two second graders. These so they kept guarding, and I remember this like really well compared to my other memories, even though it's one of my early memories I have ever. There were these kids at my preschool that would always block off this certain part on the parking lot. And I'll tell you why I don't remember a lot of stuff before that in a little bit. But they would always block off this one spot in the parking lot, and eventually I just started playing there anyway because I was fed up with it, you know?
yeah.
And the way recess at my school works is we had it after breakfast. We would go to school, get breakfast, then when we were done breakfast, we could go out and play. Um, these so I was going out, you know, I was playing there anyway because I didn't care about these kids. And then eventually they said go away. And I said, "Why?" And they said because the teacher said so. And like I was just a retarded 5-year-old, but I knew that they weren't telling the truth and that they were lying because what teacher would restrict use of an area in a play space, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So eventually these two kids, they were twins by the way. They were identical twins. And they had identical voices too, so I couldn't even tell which one was which, but they started walking up to me and I saw them walking up to me and I was retarded because I was, you know, 4 or 5 and I was like, "Oh shit, they're running up to me. Oh, they want to fight. They want to fight, don't they?" Um I I was climbing up on top of them and just punching the fuck out of their heads. And then I remember it was funny because every time I would hit one of them, they would say, "Oh, fuck my head." And then I would hop off them, and then I would be confused because I would get disoriented and I would forget which one was which because they were identical twins. But yeah, I just kept hitting them and hitting them and hitting them until we had to go in. And I won. I won. Um, these two second graders got beat up by a preschooler. They stopped guarding there for obvious reasons. I guess they didn't want to get beat up by a fucking embarrassed by a preschooler again.
Yeah.
Anyways,
It's been adapted to fight because me and my older cousins would always wrestle. And again, one time I got thrown into a lamp, broke it. Pretty pog.
Mhm.
But
I was it was the teachers literally either did not notice or didn't care because nobody got in trouble. They never even pointed it out. So that just goes to show how bad my old school really was. That like there were fights going on, but in elementary school and preschool, and the teachers weren't even interfering or anything.
I'm honestly, there was this one fight that broke out in my old middle school where this one dude tried to stab another dude with a plastic fork. And honestly, like I don't know what his thought process was because I think the other dude like took a single meatball or some shit. And while the meatballs are that good, I don't think it's like plastic fork shank worthy, you know? Because he was fucking going at it. They had to be broken apart. And then they turn their back, and the dude comes back up with the plastic fork, and like he actually broke the skin with it too. Like, the sheer force of how he put it into his skin, like, goddamn.
Yeah.
To put it simply, never take a man's meatball because he might just shank you with a plastic fork and win. It's the and win part that you got to be like careful of.
Yeah. Right. What was I saying? Oh yeah, that fight in preschool was the only fight I've ever gotten in my entire life.
I mean, I've never really gotten into fights, more so like cat fights that are just you're just being a bitch. But never really physical fights. And then I
Mhm.
started taking like physical fights outside of my family, I've never gotten into because I'd always be boxing with my cousins. Like I said, I'll be like, "Hey, cuz, I missed you," as you know, you're like trying to push the other one into a table. Family love.
You know what? This recording is about to hit an hour long.
An hour long.
Yes.
Are you gonna try and edit it?
Oh fuck no. I'm editing because I only have it recording the audio. The video is just a black screen.
That's understandable.
I have audio input capture and audio output capture, and that's it.
You know,
Everything else
honestly,
is disabled.
fucking my friends and I were thinking of starting a YouTube channel.
Oh,
Like
it's
just us around in Gmod and shit.
it's actually so easy. I've streamed Gmod before. It was on my old PC though. I haven't streamed it yet on my new PC. But like it's actually so easy. Like you don't people think you need a you need a consistent upload schedule. Oh, you need to edit your videos well. No, you saw the video I linked you.
Yep.
I linked you
And
a
it got
video of me
53
showing Seth Lunts and it got 55 views.
Like I said, honestly, we're all close friends. We've known each other for like going on 3 years, and we're all internet friends. There's Yami, Justin, and Gaunt. Justin, I'm really close with. We're like, we're basically like platonic dating. Because again, I'm a lesbian.
Mhm.
But moving on.
Right, I want to link you this video of Sonny Moore singing Emily while he was drunk and oh wait. Yeah, she just deafened herself, so like wait a minute. So I'm gonna just sit here until she is back. Yeah, cause like it's just me and her in call right now. There were a bunch of people in call. There were like 10 people in call, but they
Sorry
all
about
left.
that. But anyways.
Okay, welcome back. I totally forgot what I was gonna say.
Oh, you were talking about fights and YouTube channels, how it's easy to just start it.
Oh yeah, I was gonna send you this video of Sonny Moore singing Emily when he was drunk, and it was funny because most people don't know he actually had problems with his voice, like big problems with his voice, and his voice broke in the middle of singing at like 1:15 in the video, I think. Wait, let me check. Yeah, 1:15, his voice broke, and then he just started laughing, and everybody thought he was crying, and it was funny. Because, like, he had serious problems with his voice, and his voice just fucking exploded sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, it happened at 1:15 in that video, and everybody was like, "Oh my god, he's crying, no!" But, like, he was actually, drunk, though, in the video.
But like I said, so Justin, Gaunt, Yami, and I, we all kind of bring something to the table. So Yami was like, "Yo, what if we just made a YouTube channel and just uploaded for funsies, just to have something to look back on?" Because I'm planning on like fucking either moving to Louisiana or Tennessee to go to college, and we're all planning on meeting up somehow. So it's gonna be fun.
Louisiana doesn't sound like a great place to all meet up, you know?
Yeah, but because one person lives in Louisiana, one person lives in New York with me, and the other Maryland.
I live in Maryland.
Understandable.
I just noticed your status.
That's I forgot to change it, and that's actually because like it isn't anything inherently sexual. It's literally because my friend, well, Justin joked around and he was like, "Oh, just like those onions, right, Mika?" Because I go like by two names, Mika, MJ. So they call me MJ. Other people call me Mika. My real name is to be left unsaid, but they're just two online aliases that I go by. So like I said, he was like, "Well, I'm Jade, just like those onions, because I'm really sensitive to like onions and like certain foods." And so that's like where it originates from.
Yeah.
And I forgot to change it, and I really should, because I can see how it would give people like the wrong idea.
What was that?
Sorry, I saw something.
Sounded like a
See,
hiccup.
I can't differentiate laughs to chirps. So, like, I mean, when I laugh, I kind of just end up chirping.
I just tried to launch Gary's mod from my my search bar and it didn't work because I have to use it with Steam and I just accidentally looked up Gmod when I was trying to launch it.
Oh,
Very smart of me.
you're trying to fucking launch something. So,
Oh,
oh my god.
I'm gonna tell you about a thing. I actually one of the main reasons I got a God PC was so that I can run Gmod with a fuck ton of mods. And like I have over 800 mods mounted at this time. So yeah, I mainly play in Fork BR just because like it's a good map. About to enable. I'm about to start record. I'm gonna enable the video capture with OBS now. Because like it's been an hour and 6 minutes without any video input whatsoever. Like literally just talking, and it's just been you and me talking. I think other people stopped talking before I even started recording. So
Yeah, because that was just the fanfic reading, and then Ghost stayed with us until he had to sadly depart.
yeah, no, it's just you and me now. I play Gary's mod. I used to play it a whole lot. I'd only got it like a year and a half, 2 years ago, and I have 400, 600 something hours on it. Even though I don't even have that much time on PC because like I have my old PC for a bit, and that was a piece of shit. It could barely run anything. And then that wasn't even my main platform, but I still played Gary's mod a lot back then. And then on my new PC, I just play whenever I feel like playing it. And then like usually it's starting to get old because people just stopped making good mods for the game a long ass time ago. You know?
Yeah. Like, me and my friends and I, we switch between Modern Warfare, Gmod, Minecraft, Terraria. We just like to play a lot of things together, so that's kind of what inspired it. And there was this one time during D&D, and of course I take it that you know what D&D is, right?
No fucking clue.
Dungeons and Dragons, like the roleplay game.
Nope.
Oh. Well, it's just a game that involves math and imagination and all that fun stuff.
Math
Dungeons
sounds
and
pretty
Dragons.
lame to me.
Well, there's only a little bit of math. It isn't really that lame. You kind of have to experience it to get the flow of things. But to put it simply, we had to fight a dragon at one point, and then there was Lance because he pissed himself over the dragon. It was like a whole big thing.
Mhm.
Like, it's more so you just gotta do it to get the full game experience. But I have a D&D group, and we were all playing, except Yami was the one who introduced me and Justin to it. Well, it got Justin and I. And we forgot that we had D&D. And so, Yami, we were all playing Gmod before, and Yami was like, oh, we'll just go into the D&D session and play Gmod. And the amount of time, like, there were multiple tears that left my eyes. That had to be, like, one of the best gaming sessions ever. Because we got so pissy at each other. There were forts, tanks, some Halo guns involved.
I had that.
God.
I had something like that, but it was on BO3. Wait, is my mic maxing out right now?
I don't think so.
I just asking if it's too loud. Okay, never mind. It sounds good. So, I was playing Black Ops 3 with my friends. This was not that long ago. It was in like 2017, right before everybody started playing Fortnite, right?
Oh.
My voice was higher than Wiz Khalifa at the time, because like, this wasn't even that long ago, but I can still think about it like it was a while ago, because I've changed a lot since just then. But we were all playing Black Ops 3 in this custom games lobby for like almost the entire day, and there were so many people joining my party. It was crazy. Like people I hardly knew, people I didn't know, people I knew really well. We were just cussing each other out and stuff, and roasting the hell out of each other, and I was totally dominating the entire game. We were playing on Nuketown the entire time for like almost an entire day straight on a single map, and it wasn't getting old because it was just so much fun just fucking screaming at each other and stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really, really, really wish I recorded that, because that was so much fun.
God, I don't anymore. I stopped trusting myself when it comes to like playing with friends, because I just turned into a whole new person. And so I have to remind myself, like, no, you can't say this insert thing, because that's not okay. Especially if we're gonna start recording, so that actually becomes a thing.
Oh yeah, are you watching my stream right now? Because I have this sick mod called mmod installed. It's pretty epic. I'll show you. It just adds some new animations for the base guns. And then they look a lot nicer. With better animations and stuff. Yeah, that's all I had to say. Anyways. Oh, wow. Somebody finally joined after all these years. I can keep recording now.
All these decades.
All these What did I just say?
Oh, man. God, but honestly, it's been such a long-ass time since I've played with friends, and I'm honestly starting to miss it, truly.
Mm-hmm.
Because anymore, we just don't have time because of school and shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh. There was this one time that my friend, Yami and Justin were all playing on like this one zombies map from COD. I can't remember which one. And
wait, can you describe it? Because I probably know it.
okay, it was like, wait, was it? I don't know. But to put it simply, it was like this cabin in the snow. I don't know. Maybe I'm getting the fucking map wrong, but like I said,
Yeah, you
it was
probably
this
are.
one map. Yeah, probably. It's been a while. And like I said, there was this one, it was that map, and he was spawning in a bunch of zombies and shit. And then towards the end, we just started attacking each other. And we did the same shit for like 2 hours straight, but oh, hi, Ghost. We did the same shit for like 2 hours straight, but it had to be like the biggest Euphoria experience ever. For some reason, that was like the peak of comedy.
Mm-hmm.
The small moments like that. Ooh, do I still have Dream Daddy? I do. Pacify Payday. We're gonna go with Payday. Anyways. God. Back to those Jehovah's Witnesses. Ever accidentally hit one?
What?
But like totally ever accidentally hit a Jehovah's Witness? Like accidentally though.
No.
You should try.
Only pay.
Oh, it's gonna be. He's the defense. But I wasn't watching, anyways.
Oh god damn it! I rickrolled you. I tried to. You weren't there. This is sad. I rickrolled you in Gmod.
You know, there's this one time that my bio teacher fucking rickrolled me.
Oh,
like,
that
she
sounds
posted
fantastic.
She posted this assignment like midwinter break, and everyone was kind of like, "Oh, what the fuck?" And it turned out that once you clicked the link, it was literally a rickroll. And I was
You're-
just kind of sitting there, like, and I can remember it so, like, vividly, too. I was sitting there drinking my McDonald's Coke, because we just went there, and I started to, like, form a white knuckle grip on that bitch.
Honestly, sounds
was
like
just-
your teacher's pretty sick. Not gonna lie.
Sick as in the head, or, like,
No.
cool sick?
Like, your teacher sounds cool, honestly.
For, like, as a person, she's pretty cool, but as a teacher, she fucking sucks.
Like, what was wrong with her?
Dude, you could answer everything correctly, right? The answer could be correct, okay, to the question. But if she does not like how you formatted it, it's like a 0.
Oh, damn.
And that's the one thing that really fucking annoyed me. Because, like I said, I answered everything. Everything was correct. Everything was correct. Literally fucking correct. And I got a 0 on the assignment, and I had to redo everything.
Check out my 2JZ powered Supra. I hate the engine sounds. I'm done. Okay. Dude, like, listen, look, okay? You've got, where did I lose it? There it is. You got a Supra, right?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to the engine sounds. They're literally awful. I hate them so much. I'm never
up to 82.
I'm never spawning in a car in this game ever again. Okay, you can just forget about this tab.
Honestly, you have to find good car mods because most of them suck.
I use TDM cars.
Mm.
I used to use the popular one, the S cars one.
Yeah. See what else do I need? Can't do anything Steam related. I still have Borderlands 2. Hold up. So how's everyone's day been?
Surprisingly not that bad. It's like, in theory, it would be really bad. Okay, I can't take the rain noises. I'm closing out of the game. Yeah, it's like just the rain noising. The rain noises to ruin the recording, you know?
They're rain noising.
Oh, man, I'm gonna see how long the recording's going. It's an hour 17.
An hour 17 of just pure talking.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, I just imagine people are gonna watch the video to pretend they're in a call with their non-existent friends. Just to pretend they have friends, you know what I mean?
Just to pretend that they have friends. Gotta hurt.
Yeah.
Dude, the Able sisters. Those were. Oh my god, that's taking me back to New Leaf.
I never played.
I would play Animal Crossing New Leaf like it was my crack addiction. Constantly, oh my god.
Bro, Jalona just sent me roses are red, quarantine is long, your camera is on, and everyone saw you hit a bong.
Everyone saw your dong. Jesus.
Everyone saw your dog.
That's like one of my worst fears, especially in your fucking Zoom classes. Like, because half the time I like, because it's like, it's remote. It's remote, that's the term. Like, come on, it's remote. Like, bitch, no one is gonna. You're not gonna get dressed up for remote school. That's retarded. Like, so half the time I just lounge around mainly in my underwear or like pajama shorts. And God forbid the camera is on. I don't want to think about it.
Deal with that. I don't have to deal with that. Hey, he's gonna subscribe to my channel. My what?
For a second, I thought you said he was gonna subscribe to my vagina. Yo, I thought this was Yes, I love it when someone from a NSFW server subscribes to my mangina.
I have, that's
When
not
I
even my
looked
main
at
channel.
Stripped Pog Champion.
That's not my main channel. I have some more channels. I have that one. That's my main channel. I've been posting since December 2016. And then my tertiary channel. And then my tertiary channel, which is my producer channel, Raziel. I've only been posting for a week. A little over a week.
Again, like I said, I still have to talk to Yami about it, but again, we were all thinking of starting a channel and totally getting canceled, like, within a week. Because we say some really fucked up shit there. God forbid anything from our group chat of 4 would get leaked. Because that would start World War III on.
I know what you mean.
Not a good fucking thing. It's not like we're bad or anything. But,
It's like, admittedly, the people who think that shit's bad when they see it aren't normal. Because, like, that's just things that normal people do. They talk about retarded stuff. You know?
Yeah. It's exactly like that situation. Like, normal people would be like, okay, what the fuck?
Normal people would be like, oh, okay, whatever. And then the fucking drama queens will be like, oh my god, I'm going to call the police.
I'm canceling you on Twitter.com.
I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com.
Oh my, that copy pasta never gets old. Hold on, now I have to pull it up again because it made me think about it.
I'm gonna stream the video. Or I'm not gonna stream the video. I'm gonna put it on OBS real quick. What's it called again? I'm just gonna look up Sonic Dub. It should be like right there.
I've come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog is a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his little quilly dick out. Oh, Hedgehog fucking quilly dick out, and he pissed on my fucking wife. And he said his dick was this big. And I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got a small dick. It's the size of a walnut, except way smaller. And guess what? Here's what my dong looks like. That's right, baby. Tall points, no quills, no pillows. Look at it. It looks like 2 balls in a bong. He fucked my wife, so guess what? I'm gonna fuck the earth. That's right. This is what you get. My super laser piss. Except I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the moon. How do you like that, Obama? I pissed on the moon, you idiot. You have 23 hours before the piss droplets hit the fucking earth. Now get out of my fucking sight before I piss on you too.
Hold up. I have to find it. I have to find the
It's all
point
about
in the
reading it with
video.
emotion. And then don't forget my Shrek X Spread fanfic.
I'm looking for the Is this it? No, that's not it. I'm looking for the spot in the video. I found it. I'm gonna add the window OBS.
Oh, don't forget the don't forget the Eggmans.
Who posted my nudes on Twitter.com? Oh no, they played it all the way to the fucking islands. Now everyone is gonna know about my secret egg dick. What do you think you're going, cucker? I don't talk to people whose dick are smaller than 3 inches. Listen to me, motherfucker. I know about yours already because I created you. I mean, listen. You don't need to talk about my dick like that, okay? I just... Fuck, hold up.
It took me this long to find this point in the video, so like... I'm gonna record it. I'm gonna mute myself really quick.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Okay, here.
Who posted my nudes on Twitter.com? Oh no, they played it all the way to the fucking islands. Now everyone is gonna know about my secret egg dick. Where do you think you're going, cucker? I don't talk to people whose dick is smaller than 3 inches. Listen to me, motherfucker. I know about yours because I created you. I mean, listen. You don't need to talk about my dick like that. Listen, I just take pride in my egg-shaped dick, okay? Now I'm gonna go leave because my dick is actually in the nose of this fucking machine. Please behave yourself.
Dude, why does like I hate how nobody laughs at the guy who voices Shadow. Nobody laughs at what he has to say. I think he's pretty funny though.
God,
I'm gonna record this though. Like
the
right now.
Twitter.com shit is fucking hilarious.
I come to make an announcement. Shadow the Hedgehog's a bitch-ass motherfucker. He pissed on my fucking wife. That's right. He took his hedgehog fucking Chloe dick out and he pissed on my fucking wife. And he said his dick was this big. And I said that's disgusting. So I'm making a call-out post on my Twitter.com. Shadow the Hedgehog, you got
I feel bad
small
for coming
dick.
on my
It's the
turtle.
size of
Why the
this
fuck would I
walnut,
do that?
except
I
way
should have never
smaller.
masturbated in front of
Guess
the
what?
turtle.
Here's
What?
So
what my
basically,
dog
I was
looks
watching
like.
porn on my 55-inch TV, and my turtle.
Just
was
sitting
going
here
on
trying to
my
record
couch.
this video
The
and then
porno
everybody's
was really
peeking.
old. It was a DVD from
No
2002. It was
Yes.
probably
It
the
looks
hottest
like
porn
two
I've
balls
ever
in a
watched.
bong.
Honestly, I'm probably going to watch porn on DVD instead of the internet.
Fuck
The
my
only
wife,
reason
so
I had
guess
my
what?
turtle
I'm gonna
was
fuck
whenever
the
I
earth.
would come, I
That's right, this is what you get. My
so I
super
thought there's
laser
my
piss!
turtle.
Except I'm not gonna piss on the earth. I'm gonna go higher. I'm pissing on the moon!
When I'm gonna have
How do you like that, Obama? I pissed on the moon, you idiot!
Alright. I found the full
You have 23 hours before the piss droplets hit the fucking earth. Now get out of my fucking sight before I piss on you too.
I'm back.
Welcome back.
Fair.
I feel bad for coming on my turtle. Why the fuck would I do that? I should have never masturbated in front of my turtle. So basically, I was watching porn on my 55-inch TV, and my turtle was next to me on the couch. The porno was really old. It was a DVD from 2002. It was probably the hottest porn I've ever watched, and honestly, I'm probably going to watch porn on DVD instead of the internet. Only reason I had my turtle with me was because whenever I come, I feel really depressed and lonely. So I thought that if my turtle watched me with me, I wouldn't feel lonely. Well, I started stroking my willy. I used lotion. I took all the clothes. I took all of my clothes off, but my dumbass forgot the tissues. I realized that I forgot to grab tissues, but it was too late. I was going to come. I didn't want to come everywhere, so I had to think fast. It was when I saw my turtle and I realized what I had to do.
Oh no!
I
Where
came
did
like a
you?
motherfucker.
Where did you find this?
I came like a motherfucker. My turtle was painted with my comb and his tiny little face and all around his stuff. He didn't say a word about it. He didn't move. He just stood there looking at me like I killed a bunch. I would never forget the look my turtle gave me. His disappearing face broke my heart. I put on my clothes. I took my turtle to the bathroom and cleaned him off. What happened, happened. But my turtle will never forget that happened. My turtle Tommy would never forgive me. Today I passed by him and I still know he still remembers what I did to him 3 hours ago. My only wish is that one day Tommy the turtle will forgive me for my horrible sins.
Where were you reading this from? Oh my god. Just the background music just adds so much to it, I swear.
Oh my god.
Should I turn up the background music in this for the stream? Because it's only at 26 right now. I'm gonna put it up to 50. No, I'm gonna put it to like 39. Yeah, that's better. And then loop the cue.
Oh my god.
Cue. This is the end of the queue.
Fucking Reddit, man.
What?
Fucking Reddit, man.
I know. This is gonna be like, I feel bad for the people who are gonna watch this video, like, all the way through. because something is seriously wrong with them. Like, to watch
Popular opinion.
people talking for 2.5 hours straight, you know?
Hold on, ready? I'm about to read another copy pasta.
Oh god.
Popular opinion, April Fool's Day is worse than 9/11. I'm fucking shaking and crying right now, y'all, and people aren't taking me seriously. This is a dumb fucking holiday where people say shit that isn't fucking real for no reason. I've cut off 8 family members already for falling for this shriveled up half-assed annual corporate fig leaf, like the NPC sheep that they are. Maybe if they listen to real comedy like Billy Mayer or political satire that validates what I already believe, and they'd be worthy of interacting with. But no, I have to scroll through my timeline, seething, wailing, and gnashing my teeth as I'm bombarded by low-effort, corny capitalist propaganda. This is a serious day. I'm allowed to be this pressed about a haha corny joke day because it's serious for me and therefore should be for everyone. My great uncle was tragically flattened while trying to rob a Coca-Cola vending machine on this date, and people are still making corny fucking jokes. I've had enough.
1 second, I'm gonna clear this out because I want to just do a bit in the video where we just look at stock images, you know? Just comment on the stock images. You know what I mean. So first of all, I'm gonna drag Discord to my recording one. Where's Discord? There it is. Don't mind the servers I'm in. Thank you. Appreciated. Okay, let's look at some stock images. So, I look up stock images, and the first thing I see is just this grandma pointing a gun at me. And, it makes me wonder who hurt this grandma. Who hurt you? Who hurt you, Gam? And where is she? She's just... Where is she
Oh my
from?
god, she looks
this
like the
grandma...
old lady that I moaned in front of.
She's coming to make you atone for your sins.
No, because I don't think you understand. One day I was walking with friends and we were going to a park in my town. And my friend was really up ahead. I'll call her I for now. I was really up ahead. And I was like, oh shit. And so out of pure instinct, I moaned as loud as I could, come back. And I didn't realize that there was this really old ass lady, right next to me, just trying to do her crosswords, on her steps leading up to her house, and she looked at me with pure horror, and my friend L flapped me on my back, apologized to the old lady, and dragged me as fast as he could. Because, like I said, when I say it was loud, it was fucking loud. Okay, I never put more effort into something than that moment.
Can you do a demonstration?
Shit, hold up, I have to make sure I'm home alone. Hold up. Okay. How am I gonna do this? I gotta use my thinking cap. Maybe I can get Felix to send one of our FaceTime clips. This is when I was home alone and on a FaceTime call with Felix. He recorded me when I let out the loudest fucking moan ever.
Dude, just do one live right now. Come on.
And that was because he sent me a video of ravioli and I couldn't help myself. It looked so good. It had the sauce. Hold up, I need to calm myself down. Give me a minute. Okay, I'm good. I'm breathing again.
I'm gonna send another stock image. This is the second thing that comes up when you look up stock images.
Oh my god. That seems all too familiar.
Let's look at some more stock images. It's like just looking at the stock images, so many of them have guns in them. Like an unnerving amount of them have guns in them.
Them damn capitalists pushing their propaganda.
Gone. Gone. Wow.
We don't operate on empty jars of spaghetti sauce. GF is prego. We like to get kinky anyways. One night things get particularly saucy. I'm sticking my noodle. Oh, okay, no. That is not spaghetti.
Okay.
Reddit copy pastas, Gooby. Yeah.
This man is so happy to be sitting in the grass. Also, like, why does he have his chair just sitting in the grass? Like, he's gonna have to clean all that grass out of the wheels. You know what I mean? Like, that just seems like a bunch of work to me.
Oh, I thought that was a wheelchair for a second. I was like, dog, I don't think he's gonna get out of the grass. What do you mean?
A wheelchair. And then somebody sent me this image before. This is the 5th image that comes up when you look up stock images. And like, what did the goldfish do to you?
That I've been in that situation before, and I can tell you, they tell you, like, listen. You don't ever underestimate the shit that a goldfish can whisper into your ear.
What the fuck?
You fucked up, kid. As I type this, I have my modded PS2 running a track IP script on your post. Once I have triangulated your position in my world, my PS3 will release to your router my very own Pandora box virus. You won't notice it at first, but soon your lame PC will begin to work against you in ways you can't even imagine. First, your graphics card will emit the flu virus. Your RAM will be uploaded online, so everyone won't be able to use it. Your motherboard will slowly create acidic resin, which will fry the electronics. The processor will be fine. Just to give you hope, you'll be left with a husk of a machine, all because you decided to critique my mental ability. Was it worth it? Not even your mommy can help you now, fuck boy.
What is this pure autism you're reading?
My little brother's diary, don't hit me up.
Hold up. This is an interesting stock image. And this one, I'm not entirely sure what this is. It's a drog. It's a fra. It's a drog.
It's a drog.
Wow.
Oh, I thought you were just mispronouncing drugs. I didn't realize that it was an actual hybrid.
Oh my god, you stupid, you smart, you genius. Look at this man. Look at this man. Look at him with his toilet paper
He is
goggles.
one sexy motherfucker. I'd love to see him in an aisle in Walmart. True panty dropper.
Right. Why is there a cyborg injecting pee into corn?
You're telling me that you eat corn without pee? Like, it's for the seasoning, dog. Keep with it.
Yeah, you're right. Also,
You're telling me that you
kid.
don't piss on your neighbor's corn?
Kid, I don't know how to say this, but you're not gonna kill yourself with a fucking barcode scanner, dog.
You want to know why he's using the barcode scanner? Because clearly he realizes that the outer world isn't okay and he wants to go back to the factory. That's clearly a small Chinese kid, okay? And we all know that they're child labor.
Oh my god.
The outside world is in a fit place for him, so he wants to go back to the factory, okay? It's a common,
Jesus Christ.
What the fuck did you just...
It's concerning, that's for sure. I look up nothing but the word stock images.
What?
And this comes up.
Happy Queen, Crown Poisoning King, Isolated Grey. Oh my god, that's my favorite romantic novel.
What is this dude doing, and why does he remind me of Filthy Frank?
I do not know.
What in God's name?
I hate that image so much.
Is this how you get infinite electricity? Is that what this is?
For a second, I thought that was fucking Ellen. Oh my god. I still love Ellen's apology video. Well, not video, like her fucking apology premiere to her show. Where basically she practically said, oopsie poopsie, okay, moving on.
Well. Oh. Look at this. This person is just fed up with these noobs killing him on GTA Online.
It's always the motherfuckers on GTA Online.
Right.
Always.
Like, I remember one time I was just doing some stuff with my friends, and I was like, 8. That was when GTA 5 just came out on PC. I might have been a little older than 8, I'm not sure. But I was playing it with some friends, and this Hydra griefer kept coming down and killing us over and over, and eventually I got so pissed that I just punched my PC. The screen instantly went black, and it wouldn't turn back on.
God.
Look at these donuts.
I'd definitely suck her finger.
Whoa.
Mm.
Is this what the people in the Middle East were doing in their free time?
No, clearly, listen, even in the army, I don't care if your leg is fucking bleeding, okay? He's not gonna come to save you. Do it over the Zoom call. You're a soldier, you were trained to do it. Now log on. Oh my god, that reminds me. Ever see that one fucking image where it's no, it. No, I'm not gonna say that.
Mm-hmm. Also, why is this image so popular?
Because it's
What is this man about to do?
probably
That
shit
is a
himself when you
really
look at
big. That
face.
is really big.
Alright, like, I feel like everyone can mutually agree that big old turnip over there is about to, like, shit himself. That's the face of a man who has bladder issues.
Also, this image right here, the one that I sent, reminded me of this GIF that I had, and I remember the first time I saw it, I was laughing for like 5 minutes straight. I couldn't stop.
No, but dude, I don't think you understand. Like, every president that we get is an old ass man forming dementia, so it's only, like, customary that they have their official president diaper, okay? What you chuckling about?
Yeah, this GIF, it's not even that funny. Oh god, what was this just said? Oh, he's so sad. He has to put his tree down.
I know what I have to do, but I don't know. Are you about to beat off to Trump? Don't do it. Don't do it.
Whoa!
You're better than that.
Whoa!
Vietnamese, you know, my friend is you know what?
What is up with these images of offices that look like the office buildings in GTA Online? Like, look at this. Do you see it? Because I see it. Oh my god. What? Ghost? No. No! No.
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 Why is Felix sending pictures of tiny Asian children now?
I don't know. Why did that come up when I looked up stock images?
I mean, at least it's hot.
What?
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 See, the thing is, he would have been a pretty sick ass baker because the art career didn't work out.
Wait, is that Hitler?
Yeah, that is. Jesus.
Angry. I'm gonna check how long it's been recording for. An hour and 45 minutes. Oh, I just realized what was playing right now. No, it's going.
Oh wait, what is playing? Oh,
Yeah, it's too long.
it's only like 6 hours.
Yeah, but the stream's not gonna be going for that long. We can play. I can play it in a future stream, but like, not right now. Sorry. Or maybe for a future stream. The future stream would have to be the full length of the thing though, and like we would, and like that's actually, I'm not gonna lie, that's actually a really good idea for stream music because we just delve further and further into stupidness.
Madness, insanity.
Yeah. That like just sets the theme for the entire stream.
I just feel us keep sending small Asian children.
That's a little weird. Like, he should stop. I looked up stock images, and I got an image called GTA 5 Money and Stock Market Assassinations.
He looks sexy.
Lester? What is... I'm pretty sure his canon name is actually Lester Mo.
Lester the Molester, yeah.
Oh. I looked up stock images, and now it's giving me images of stock. Why? This isn't what I wanted. Oh, wow! Jars of piss. My favorite. Did...
Jesus.
Oh, wow. Sewage water. My favorite.
Excuse you, that's New York apple juice, can't you tell? Because it is the equivalent of sewer water.
Oh my god, look what he just said. Look what he just said.
Not even my trousers. Never in my life have I seen Felix use the word trousers. Yes, officer, this message right here. Jesus, man.
Oh my god.
Dow.
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 Hey, Dow. You know what Dow reminds me of?
What does it remind you of?
It reminds me of Dow.
It reminds you of Dow? That's very interesting.
Yeah, it reminds me of Dow. See? Yeah. It's just like, it reminds me of Dao, you know?
It reminds you of Dal.
Dude, stop with the sending images of fat people and then sending weird messages. Oh, they aren't even in call.
Dude, Felix isn't even in call.
What? What else can I look up? Is that a dial? Is that a doll, but the diaper is skin colored? I hate that. I hate that so much. I'm just gonna look up food. Wow. I will eat all of them and then die from hypertension. Oh my god! This is such a big pizza. Stop sending the fucking images! My grandma just yelled at me because I cussed. God damn it. God damn all of you. You are the root of my issues. You are the root of my problems, people.
Jesus Christ. What? Why do you keep encouraging? Wait, what should I call you? Shit.
What?
Ah, the other person. Because I'll feel weird if I just say puppy. Ugh.
Genos.
Yeah, we'll just call him Genos. Genos, please stop encouraging Felix. You know what you're doing.
I'm just gonna look up. Here's a random string of letters. I looked up a random string of numbers and letters, and this is what came up.
Shirts, I mean, damn. That is one sexy ass shirt. Some dudes married dudes get over it, some chicks married chicks get over it. Those are some really hot shirts. What the fuck?
Oh my god! Why is he surrounded by bread?
Clearly that's his kink. Are you trying to kink shame him?
No, but he looks so scared. Look at him.
God.
I'm just gonna look up bread. B-R-E-A-D. Okay, it's just some standard images. That's pretty lame.
This is terrible.
I have just purposely been not checking main chat since I started recording. For obvious reasons. What the fuck?
What the fuck is that?
I don't know when to stop the recording. I guess I'm gonna stop it at 2 hours.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we got 6 minutes before 2 hours, so... Yeah, we're in the final
Christ.
minutes of the stream.
This is terrible.
I'm just gonna go to, like, the, I'm just gonna go to the... Cause, like, I'm done looking at images and stuff. I'm done. I'm just at the call page now.
It happens.
Yeah, so like, you guys want to share screens or anything? As long as it's, you know, not gonna get me in trouble if I post it on YouTube, you know? How many was us in call at the beginning of the stream? Wasn't it like 7?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then before that it was up to like 9 or something like that. I'm glad the name of the server. I'm glad the name of the server isn't displaying, because on my PC, on my main PC, it just shows up as squares. The name just shows up as squares.
Damn.
Who joined? Oh, never mind.
I don't know.
The person. Oh fuck, they are streaming. I'm going to stop window capture just in case this is... And then I'm gonna check it to make sure it's not... Okay, they literally just looked up small Asian children. That is so sus. Like, stop it.
What the fuck?
What is your problem? Yeah, I'm gonna...
Jesus Christ. Oh my god.
Whoa, dude, what? Okay. I'm gonna resume screen. I'm gonna resume window capture.
And Felix, buddy, why you on servers? Yeah. That's really sus.
Ah.
God.
What am I gonna name this video?
Terrible. I don't know.
And now they're just yelling at each other. Or no, you. and have you ever tried talking and typing at the same time?
I have, and I fail miserably.
Try it, like, right now. I want to see it. I want to hear it, I mean.
No.
Please.
Not again. Haven't dared enough.
Okay, I'm gonna try doing it. What should I type about?
The fitness gram pacer test.
So one time I was eating black. I was
One
playing,
time I was eating black
playing,
toes.
I was playing Black Ops 2 Zombies, and I was doing the Resonator strat, and I fell down the pacer oh fuck. And my resonator kept breaking, and it was so annoying. So I had to keep going through the house and getting the perk bottles because I wasn't have them full yet, and okay, that's what I got. I can't do this. It's too hard. How about you try it?
No, I'm good. Thank you, though. Appreciate it.
How many times did I say and?
A lot.
It's 5:14, and the stream is in the last 20 seconds. So start rolling the outro, guys, or girl, I guess.
Are you assuming my No, I'm not gonna do that. That's annoying. All right, well I'm gonna go eat anyways. Adios.
Okay.
That's it. That's the intro.
Bye.